Job chapter 14. A mortal born of woman is a few days and full of turmoil. Like a flower he comes up and withers, like a shadow he flees and does not stay. Do not fix your eyes on such a one, and bring me for a judgment with you. Do you fix your eyes on such a one, and bring me for judgment with you? Who can make something pure out of the impure? No one. Since his days are determined, the number of his months is with you. You have set his limits, which he cannot exceed. Look away from him and let him alone until he fulfills his time like a hired laborer. At least there is hope for a tree. If it is cut down, it will sprout again, and its shoots will not cease. Though its roots grow old in the earth and its stump dies in the dry ground, at the scent of water it will bud and sprout springs like a new plant. But man dies and is powerless. Man expires, and where is he? As water evaporates from the sea and a river drains away and dries up, so a person lies down and does not rise. Until the heavens are no more, people will not awake or be aroused from their sleep. Oh, that you would hide me in Sheol and conceal me until your wrath has passed. Oh, that you would set a time for me and then remember me. If a man dies, will he live again? All the days of my hard labor I will wait until my relief comes. You will call and I will answer you. You will long for the work of your hands, for then you will number my steps. You will not keep track of my sin. My transgression will be sealed in a bundle and cover over my iniquity. Yet as a mountain falls away and crumbles, and a rock is moved from its place, as water wears away stones and torrents wash away the soil, so you destroy a person's hope. You overpower him once for all, and he perishes. You change his appearance and send him away. If his sons achieve honor, he does not know it. If they are brought low, he does not perceive it. He only feels pain for his own flesh and mourns for his own soul. Chapter 15. Then Eliphaz the Temanite responded and said, Does a wise man answer with empty knowledge, or fill his belly with the east wind? Does he argue with useless talk and words that have no value in them? You even do away with reverence and hinder devotion before God. For your iniquity prompts your mouth, and you choose the tongue of the crafty. Your own mouth condemns you, not I. Your own lips testify against you. Are you the first man to be born? Were you brought forth before the hills? Do you listen in on God's counsel? Do you limit wisdom to yourself? What do you know that we do not know? What do you understand that we do not understand? Both gray-haired and aged are with us, men even older than your father. Are the comforters of God too small for you, or a gentle word toward you? Why has your heart carried you away, and why do your eyes flash, so that you turn your spirit against God and bring such words again out of your mouth? What is man that he could be pure, or one born of woman that he could be righteous? If he puts no trust in holy ones, if even the heavens are not pure in his eyes, how much less man who is vile and corrupt, who drinks evil like water? I tell you, listen to me, and what I have seen I will declare, what wise men have declared and did not hide from their ancestors, to whom alone the land was given, when no foreigner passed among them. All his days the wicked suffers torment, and numbers are the years stored up for the tyrant. Terrifying sounds are in his ears. In a time of peace, martyrs attack him. He does not expect to escape from darkness. He is destined for the sword. He wanders about for bread. Where is it? He knows that the day of darkness is at hand. Distress and anguish terrify him. They overpower him like a king poised to attack. For he raises his hand against God and flaunts himself against Shaddai, defiantly rushing at him with a thick, strong shield, because he covered his face with his fat and made his hips bulge with blubber. He lived in ruined cities and houses which no one inhabits, which are ready to crumble into heaps. He will not become rich, and his wealth will not endure, nor will his possessions spread over the land. He will not escape from the darkness. A flame will wither his shoots, and he will depart by the breath of his mouth. Let him not trust in emptiness, deceiving himself, for emptiness will be his reward. Before his day it will be paid in full, and his branch will not be green. He will shake off his unripe grapes like a vine, and cast off his blossoms like an olive tree. For the company of the godless is barren, and fire consumes the tents of bribery. They conceive mischief and bring forth evil, and their belly prepares deception. Chapter 16. Job answered, saying, I have heard many things like these. You are miserable comforters, all of you. Is there no end to your futile words? What compels you to answer? I too could speak like you. If you were in my place, could compose words against you and shake my head at you, but I would strengthen you with my mouth, and comfort from my lips would bring you relief. Yet if I speak, my pain is not relieved, and if I refrain, does it not go away from me? Surely now he has exhausted me. You have devastated my entire household. You have seized me and has become a witness. My leanness rises against me, and it testifies to my face. His anger has torn and tormented me. He gnashes at me with his teeth. My enemy looks at me with daggers in his eyes. People open their mouths against me. They strike my cheek in contempt. They unite together against me. God has handed me over to the ungodly and tossed me into the hands of the wicked. I was at ease, but he shattered me. He grabbed me by the neck and crushed me. He has made me his target. His archers surround me. Without mercy, he pierces my kidneys and spills my gall on the ground. He breaks through against me breach after breach. He runs after me like a warrior. I have sewn sackcloth over my skin and sunk my horn in the dust. My face is red from weeping, and on my eyelids are deep darkness. Yet no violence is in my hands, and my prayer is pure. Earth, do not cover my blood, and let my cry find no resting place. Even now my witness is in heaven, my advocate is on high, my intercessor is my friend. As my eyes pour out tears to God, he contends with God on behalf of man as one pleads for a friend. For the number of years will come to pass, and then I will go the way of no return. Chapter 17. My spirit is broken. My days have cut short. The graveyard awaits me. Surely mockers are with me. My eyes must gaze on their hostility. Make then a pledge for me with you. Who else would strike hands with me? Because you have closed their heart to understanding, therefore you will not exalt them. If anyone denounces his friend for profit, the eyes of his children will fail. He has made me a byword to people. I am the one in whose face people spit. My eyes have grown dim with grief, and all my limbs are like a shadow. The upright are appalled at this. The innocent are stirred up against the ungodly. But the righteous one holds to his way, and the one with clean hands grows stronger. But turn, all of you, come now. I will not find a wise man among you. My days have passed, my plans are torn apart, yet the desires of my heart turn night into day. In the face of darkness, light is near. If I hope for Sheol as my home, if I make my bed in darkness, if I say to the pit, you are my father, and to the worm, my mother or my sister, where then is my hope? And my hope, who sees it? Will it go down to the gates of Sheol? Will we descend together into the dust? Chapter 18. Then Bildad the Shuhite replied, saying, How long until you end these words? Consider, and then we will talk. Why are we regarded as beasts and stupid in your eyes? You who tear yourself to pieces in anger, with the earth be abandoned for your sake? Or must the rock be moved from its place? Indeed, the light of the wicked is snuffed out. The flame of his fire does not shine. The light in his tent grows dark. The lamp above him goes out. His vigorous stride is shortened, and his own scheme towards him down. throws him down, for he is cast into a net by his feet. He wanders into its mesh. A trap seizes him by the heel, a snare holds him fast. A rope is hidden for him on the ground, and a trap for him lies on the path. On every side, terror frightens him and harasses his every step. Calamity is hungry for him, disaster is ready for his fall. It eats away pieces of his skin, death's first form devours his limbs. He is torn from the security of his tent and marched off to the kingdom of terrors. Nothing of his dwells in his tent. Brimstone is scattered over his dwelling. Below his roots dry up, and above his branches wither. His memory perishes from the earth, and he has no name in the land. He is driven from light into darkness and is banished from the world. He has no offspring or descendant among his people, no survivor where he once dwelt. People of the west are appalled at his fate. People of the east are seized with horror. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, such is the place of one who does not know God. Chapter 9. Job responded, saying, How long will you torment my soul and crush me with words? 10 times now you have reproached me, 10 you attack me shamelessly. But even if it is true that I have erred, my error remains with me. If indeed you would exalt yourself above me and prove my humiliation against me, then I know that God has wronged me and encircled me with his net. Though I cry out violence, I get no response. I cry for help, but there is no justice. He has blocked my way so I cannot pass, and has shrouded my path in darkness. He has stripped me of my horror and removed the crown from my head. He tears me down on every side until I am gone. He uproots my hope like a tree. His anger burns against me, and he considers me among his enemies. His troops advance together. They build a siege ramp against me and encamp around my tent. He removed my brother far from me. My acquaintances are only strangers to me. My relatives have gone away, and my close friends have forgotten me. My house guests and my maidservants consider me a stranger. I have become a foreigner in their eyes. I call my servant, but he does not reply, though I beg him with my own mouth. My breath is repulsive to my wife. I am loathsome to my children. Even young children despise me. When I stand, they speak against me. All my close friends despise me. Those I love have turned against me. My bones cling to my skin and my flesh. I have escaped only by the skin of my teeth. Have pity on me, my friends, have pity, for the hand of God has struck me. Why do you pursue me like God? Are you not satisfied with my flesh? Oh, that my words were written, that they were recorded in a scroll, that with an iron pen and lead they were engraved in stone forever. Yet I know that my Redeemer lives, and in the end he will stand on earth. Even after my skin has been destroyed, yet in my flesh I will see God. I myself will see him with my own eyes, and I am not a stranger. My heart grows weak within me. If you say, how we will pursue him, since the root of the matter is found in him, then you should fear the sword for yourself, for wrath brings the punishments of the sword, so that you may know judgment.